Hello, this is George Senda, and the summer wind and the autumn wind have come or gone, but the winter wind keeps freezing us on and on. Kathy was here today. We have word from the Patty. Hello, and this is George Senda. And why the hell is it doing that? Anyway, Kathy showed up today. Her phone stopped working. That's why I never heard from her for days. It was freezing cold in Pleasant Hill. It's freezing cold here outside. I just left food for Mama Cat. I fed my cats. And Amazon delivered a box of something to me. I will do that on my membership channel. And remember, you can join the membership channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month, where you will get content nowhere else. And I will not sell you life insurance, 12 stocks of Weibo, or meet Kevin's courses. But Kathy had her jacket, I had my jacket, I had my scarf, I had my hat. It was absolutely nuts. We went out. First it was cold, then it was warm, then it was freezing cold, and then I came home just feeling like a popsicle. So went shopping. Somebody bought all my food for me because I had a problem with my credit card. And got the problem straightened out after checking the balance. I bought $48 of food. So Kathy was happy to see me. She was a little mad at me because I wasn't here Wednesday because I was going to get more food. I go to the doctor on Friday. I had a problem with my balance yesterday, so I'm going to the doctor. And Kathy's fine, but Patty went absolutely furious at us. Went full nutso. Kathy needs glasses, needs reading glasses. So Patty dragged her, literally forced her to go to an eye doctor where Patty lives. They examined Kathy's eyes and they said, we can give you glasses for $600. Well, my jaw dropped. By the way, if you're wondering what to do with the pile of laundry, still haven't done it yet because all of it fell to the floor. I lost my balance last night. So I'll be doing it this weekend because I'm not going out and feed the cats. It's too cold out there. Mama Cat showed up. I hope she enjoys her pouch. So I told Patty, well, Kathy's going to go to my eye doctor on the 11th at 2 o'clock. She'll get re-examined. She'll have the prescription, and she will get glasses for free. And Patty started screaming into the phone, you can have the prescription transferred. You can get it anywhere you want. I think she said FY. I'm not sure. And the phone went click. So Patty, I think personally, I told Kathy this, I think Patty wanted to charge the $600 on her credit card, and you give her the cash, and she'd pocket the cash for her. Supposedly, her son has a 2012 Chevrolet something, Blazer, I don't know, 4x4 or something, and I found it hard to believe he wants $2,000 to replace the head gaskets. I can buy a car for $2,000. I think he's trying to scam his mother out of $2,000. He's homeless and he repairs cars and resells them on people's lawns or parking lots or something. So she she got furious at both of us and started screaming into the phone like a maniac. So there was Patty and Kathy. Oh, I had a new phone. I was hoping to talk to Patty, but she says, well, I guess I better not talk to Patty. And that hope was gone. But I said, well, I don't want you to pay $600 for glasses. You have trouble paying your storage every month. So that's what happened there. Okay, so I'll show you what I got. I mean, lower this down. Nobody's in chat. And I'm still ice cold. I got home about 5:30 and about 6:30. I'm still feeling like I'm frozen solid. Okay, hold on. Stop that thing. Alright, now. And we have frost warnings for tonight. And it was 8-mile-an-hour winds both in Pleasant Hill and here in Martinez, but it feels like you're in Alaska or the Bering Strait or the Arctic Circle or God knows what. So, but I never had anybody scream at me in the phone like that. It's just absolutely nuts. Okay, this is still not working, right? Hold on. Stop going up and down. I don't want to go up and down. Stop showing me other channels. I don't want to see other channels. Although I watched Resale Rabbit today. Okay, now. Okay. So, first of all, I got a bargain. Actually, we got two bargains. I haven't had any for a long time. I'm trying not to eat them, but Kathy showed me them. Not this, what I'm going to show you. Something else. These, the cats love these. These are little friskies, little surprises. This is surimi whitefish, sorry, in a creamy sauce. So I gave my cats two of those, gave Mama Cat one. I don't know where Kitten is. She was under the car enjoying the sun most of the day. This is the shredded chicken. And this is the flake tuna. And the amazing thing, these normally cost $1.10 at the store at Grocery Outlet. They were, thank you, Grocery Outlet. They were 69 cents, so I grabbed every one I could. Saltwater, if they have more on Tuesday when I get my money, I'll go and get the rest of them. Saltwater shrimp. And that's about it. So I got, counting the three I gave out just now, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the rest wait for Mama Cat Kitten, and I have to go out, and I don't want to go out and feed them. Not that I don't want to feed them, I don't want them to starve, but it's too cold. Gray and tiny one. So I got that, and then no Snapple, nothing to drink. And Kathy's back is hurting and my back is hurting. So, in the same spot, right down above the hip. I don't know what's doing that. I paid for Kathy's fish. She had a thing of fish. Beer battered, what is it? Beer battered something. Fish fillets. 10 beer battered fish fillets. They've been having these for months. They're really cheap. I don't remember how much I paid for these. Baby back ribs. I have a bruschetta pizza with bacon and pineapple, Canadian style. So there's that. And down the bed. I got a kielbasi by the Good Stuff, the Hillshire Farms. And I got 2 salads. I got 2 bacon, maple. I always have trouble with this. Maple booze bacon chop kit. Romaine lettuce, broccoli, red and Savoy cabbage, green onion, carrots, uncured smoky bacon, hidden golden honey, almonds, maple bourbon vinaigrette. I got 2 of those. Tomatoes were too expensive. They're definitely out of season. I got a giant block of medium cheddar cheese, and they had a package of cheese in wedges, and it was flying cheese. And I made a lady laugh. I said, when does the cheese go south for the winter time? And they had these at an unheard of price. I haven't had these for a long time. I've been staying away from them, but I got some. These will be a treat. I won't eat them. Don't worry, I'm not going to eat the whole thing at once. But Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, 50. Hello. What was that? Oh, get off, little girl. Little girl just walked to my keyboard. Sorry to yell at you, little girl, but you scared me. I don't know what the hell was going on. My keyboard went crazy. My video went crazy, apparently. These were 50 cents. Now, the regular cinnamon rolls, the size at Safeway, are $5 now. So I got 1, 2. I think she wants attention. I got 4 of these. And Kathy got 4 of these. We're getting cinnamon rolls for 50 cents. And I got more fish. And I got a package of these. I gave them to Kathy. I like Famous Amos milk chocolate. This is Famous Amos with a horrible aftertaste Belgian chocolate. Kathy says they're dark chocolate. They're terrible. So I gave them to Kathy. I said dip them in motor oil. So, and then 2 bell peppers. So that's it for this haul for tonight. So if you'll allow me to get up, I will put this stuff away. Little girl. Little girl is mostly sleeping on the Steelers blanket, and the box you see came to me when I came at the door. And by the way, Walmart, the evil chick. Oh, I forgot. I have wishbone dressing, French dressing. Walmart refunded $29 of my money for the stolen cat food. Bum bum, bum bum bum. Perry Mason and the case of the purloined pussycat food. So, got that. Let me put all this away, and I shall return. Anybody in the chat? I don't know. I was always amazed by something. People would say, when are you going to be on? When are you going to be on? Then when I come on, nobody comes in the chat. And I go back and I get done. There's 36 guys watching my chat, but none of them in the chat room. So I will do this for a limited amount of time, and then I will quit and go get dressed again and go brave the frozen tundra that is Martinez. Can only carry so much. Candy liked my new sweats, and she brought back my sweats from the evil Patty. So I got my 3 pairs of sweats back. I just have to wash them and get some shower. All right, for my other laundry too. Back feels like somebody beat the hell out of it with a 2x4. Next week I will eat better fare. Oh. 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 I think I twisted when I lost my balance last night. That's why my back was tilted before I twisted my body, but okay, that's all put away. Fluffy, I think, is behind the box. Oh, I don't want to go out in the cold again. Oh. All right. Good night. Fell asleep waiting for the bus twice. Excuse me a moment, Mr. Porridge, or Mrs. Porridge, Mrs. Butterworth. I just have to lean back for 1 minute. Let the blood rush to my brain to reactivate my brain. Okay. And all this wind is making my asthma go crazy, my wheezing go crazy, my coughing go crazy. I need the summer wind. Pizza, yes, pizza. I was in the kitchen last night after I took a hot shower, and my back was hurting when I took a hot shower. I put one foot in the bathtub, went, ow! And right here is where it hurts, right back here, just above my hip. And it's the same thing with Kathy. We don't know what it is. Maybe it's because we're overweight, maybe because we're old, maybe something broke in there, too many falls. She didn't fall, but I've had enough falls. I've been to Niagara Falls too. Slowly I turned, step by step, inch by inch, and then he said the horrible words, Susquehanna Hat Company. And Power Rangers? Power Rangers? What, ah! You did, it's all your fault. That was a nice stabbing bit of pain on my back. I don't know where that came from. Roll my eyes up. I went in the kitchen. I put some cat dishes in the sink and my bowl from whatever I ate. Oh, egg rolls. Chicken egg rolls. And then I turned around. Slowly I turned, step by step, inch by inch. I put my left foot down. And Paul said I did the hokey pokey. And then I went like this. And hit the kitchen counter. Hit the rack with the cans. Everything on this side fell on the bed. I stood there kind of stunned and went, what the bleep, 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 bleep was that? Came around the corner, sat in the bed, said a few more bleep, bleep, bleeps, and then sat there. What the bleep, bleep, bleep did I do? And I can't see it. Let me see. Well, this is always dark. I don't know what the hell to do about this, but the cut is there. And that was bleeding. So, yeah, I need morphine. I need endorphin Power Rangers, not Mighty Morphin. So I'm sore all over. I don't know what and I also hit here, and I hit back here, and I must have twisted my back like a pretzel. So I'm going like, getting too old for this crap. So, well, I called the scooter company today, and the woman at the first, I had her cracking up though. I made her laugh, and she thanked me for it. I have a great sense of humor. Oh, someone sent me, George Norrie's attacking you in a video on the Imposter channel. Well, I'll deal with that when I can. But if I had the money, I'd be going to Contact in the Desert. I always call it Conflict in the Desert by mistake. George Norrie will be there. Next year, I'll have money to go wherever I want. I have credit cards and all this stuff. I'll paid off all my credit. I've been paying off one of Kathy's cards. That's how I was able to buy groceries today, because I'm broke till Tuesday until Wimpy's comes. Wimpy comes with a hamburger. Oh, and the Dutch Scents, Dutch Boys, Dutch Boy Cleanser, Dutch Masters. I don't know what it's called. Some kind of Dutch coffee company. Dutch Brothers is coming to Martinez in the side of the former Wendy's. I'd rather have Wendy's with a hamburger and salad and a chocolate frosty and my garden salad and a cup of chili, if you don't mind. Rather than Dutch Brothers Coffee. And there's a local store called Mountain Grounds across the street. I hope that doesn't wipe out a local business. So I don't have a heating pad. I don't know where it is. When Patty and Kathy came in here a year ago, 2 years ago, when the trolls started getting me evicted, it's in a box somewhere. So I'm going to have to buy a heating pad next week. That's the only thing that stops back pain, shoulder pain, everything pain. I really need a 7 foot long heating pad. I just crawl into it, turn it on high, and blast my whole body with heat, or a hot tub. So I called them up, and she said, well, what happened with you? You injured your right knee. I have fallen apart with the escalator. Escalator ate my shoe, and now I'm barred on the Bay Area Rapid Transit or local subway. There are signs, beware of soft-toed shoes, as in tennis shoes. It ate my shoe, and then I went flying. And in 1957, my mother and I went to Macy's to see Santa Claus. Unfortunately, Edmund Gwen was not in attendance. I never got to see Santa because my mother was wearing high-heeled shoes, and not only her high-heeled shoe went into the escalator, and under the inspection plate, like my shoe went into the escalator under the inspection plate, but her foot went to the inspection plate. She's screaming in agony. They had to bring the Macy's engineers, stop the escalator, pull up the inspection plate, get her foot out. I said, well, later on I said years ago, why didn't you sue? I didn't make any trouble. So, but I asked specifically, when will I get the scooter after my evaluation? They said, well, it depends on the manufacturer, depends on the shipping. You either get it in 2, 4, or 6 months. That's all I know. So I need the scooter. Or have somebody sell me one of them, what do they call it? They're round and you hit the controls, and the guy who invented it drove off a cliff. Segway. I need a 500-pound capacity Segway with really good brakes, a headlight, and the AM radio. So, oh, oh, ow, oh, 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 oh. So that the way it do be. March 24th, Friday at 8:15 p.m. But these things, they have horrible coating on it. I said it tastes like concrete. I love the famous regular milk chocolate, but Belgian chocolate. How many Belgians they put in here? And were they screaming and yelling? And they crushed them in little tiny bits. So, well, I said to her, you know, I fell in the escalator 15, 16, 17 years ago, whenever it was. Going up the escalator, suddenly I'm lying on the concrete platform at the Concord BART station. And the first thing people walk up to you and ask, when you fall, are you all right? And years of doing this, several falls at the transit center and in the ramp here at the sidewalk by pushing Kathy's scooter, and it flipped up and I went up on the ground, falling at Safeway, other falls. The first thing I think of, no, I'm not all right. What do you think? I'm all right. I'm lying here on the pavement. Someone could run over me in the street. I thought, I made her, cracked her up. I said, I love it. I throw myself down the pavement. I love the smell of subway concrete in the afternoon, or in this case, it was about noon. She broke up laughing. I said, every time I fall, the first thing to you all right? No, I'm lying on the ground. Of course I'm not all right, you idiot. But thank you for asking. Every time I fall, yeah, I just leap out and throw myself on the ground and lying face down going, oh, I'm not all right. Why would he be moaning in pain? Gets me. I don't get that. Well, okay. There will be no spraying until both of us recover from our injured backs. I have to go. Graves come and abduct my bad knees and my bad back and replace it with an exoskeleton or an android back or something. And the android will be madder now. Kathy's fine except her back hurts. We're not going to go to the spraying until, well, our first problem, I said, how's the apartment? Is it cleaned up or is it usual disaster? And she showed up with socks that were absolutely filthy. And things were stuck to them. And I said, oh my God, I gave you clean socks the last time. What the hell are you doing with the socks? I have tons of socks, by the way. And my mother kept giving me socks all the time. I must have 75 pairs of white socks and only about 10 pairs of black socks. And some pairs of blue socks, and I can't tell the difference. She came over today, but her phone wasn't working. She came over Wednesday, but I was out shopping. And I hate you. You came all the way over here and you went home. She has yet a new Android phone that looks different than my Android phone, and my iPhone is charging. So So she couldn't call me because the phone stopped working. And her landline phone stopped working. So I thought of setting up smoke signals, but I don't know if they'd get to Pittsburgh. So she came over today. We were very happy to see each other, gave each other a hug. And then as we were walking the bus and we went to Pleasant Hill, we went to Frosty, and then in Cute Easter, there wasn't. Nothing worth buying. And then we walked over to Grocery Outlet, and by the halfway there, she said, it's freezing. We sat on the bench to rest for a minute. It's freezing out here. My boobs are getting cold. And I started cracking up. So she had to put her jacket on. I had my jacket, and we were still freezing. She doesn't know. I haven't maxed out her new credit cards, so be quiet. I'm not going to let. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye, troll. None of your business what I do with a credit card anyway. So, goodbye, troll. And since I'm paying on her Bank of America card, and I pay on her other credit card, any card I use that's hers, I make payments on it. So it's none of your damn business unless you're paying for the card, so shut the hell up. All right, anyway. And the card I used today to pay for the food I had to put back, which is $23. I already paid $20 in that. I'll go in next week to Bank of America in person. I'll hand them another payment. But in any event, before it was so rudely interrupted by a jagoff, and she said I could use her credit card, so don't worry. I'm authorized to use her credit card by her. So she offered to give me $20 in food stamps, but because I'm making payments on my cards, I'm a little short of money, and I had to buy cat food. I had to buy extra cat food. When my cat food was stolen, $53. I got a Walmart $20 gift card. They refunded $29, but I had to order cat food on Amazon. I just paid my Amazon bill down to $20 to zero. So, and then this is a box of something which I will show for my channel members. And of course, you could donate to PayPal at falky2013@gmail.com to help feed homeless kitties who are out there in the ice cold and the rain. And a new storm is coming Monday or Tuesday. And remember, Kathy and I have been together 45 years, so 90% of the issues we've had together are gone. We have no issues. She gets mad at me sometimes. I get mad at her, but we always make up. We love each other. So, and I have also arranged, I sent off the paperwork. I didn't want to call them. And I tried to call them today on the phone. I got a voicemail. Weird insurance company. So I signed up for insurance. I will be paying $37.50 a month. I'm 70 years old. I wish I were younger. The premium would be less. Once I pay up my credit cards, I'll see if I can increase it to $75 a month to get her $10,000. But if something happens, she uses her food stamp card to buy me food because I don't have any money till Tuesday, but I have credit cards and a debit card with money on it. And it's really none of your business how I pay for the food, is it? It's on her SNAP benefit card, and when she wasn't getting SNAP benefits yet, I gave her money. So it evens out. She helps me out, I help her out. That's what couples do. So, and I've also, by the way, I now have 163 cans of Fancy Feast, which is more than enough for a little more than 2 months worth. So she was willing to put her food stamp card, but since I'm on her Bank of America credit card and I'm making the payments on the card, but I wasn't able to charge because the stupid Android phone have such crappy audio. I thought I heard 53 was 43. But the guy behind me, how much is your bill? I said, $48. I'll pay for it. He paid for it. And I took the stuff I put back, and that was including her fish sticks. I don't like fish sticks. I paid $23 in the credit card, and then next week I'll go in and give them 25. She's paying 25, so. But she buys me food. When I get my money, I give her money. Or I give her food stamps, food in the way of food stamps, or whatever. Or I go out and buy her food. Oh my God, why do you people obsessed with this stuff? I shouldn't mention anything at all. But you always want to know what Kathy's doing. And she didn't do any Kathy's Corner because we were both sitting here and everything hurt with me and things were hurting with her. And I had to make some phone calls and we just went out. So, well, it's a trade-off. So I'm sure they'll try to do something, but I'm not worried about it because I'm out of money until Tuesday, and I'm sure people do this all over America. You pay me back next week. That's what I do. And part of the problem is she is hurting because she has to pay, instead of $99 a month, $169 for storage. And she's thinking of moving to find a better place once she gets rid of the creatures. And I'm going to be paying for Orkin. So we have to put the cats somewhere for 4 hours. What we'll probably do is get a couple blankets, baby blankets, put them in the cat carrier, put them over the cat carrier, lift to Bart, and ride around Bart for 4 hours. So, no, it's just that I get tired of being, what if you do this, what if you do that? I'm sorry, I apologize. So, I get chewed out a lot for things I do, and I get very sensitive about it because, it's like, hey, why are you criticizing me or worried about it? Don't worry about it. I'll deal with it. So, after 12 years of doing this, it's like, everything seems to be criticism to me. I'm very uptight about it. So, I love my girlfriend. She loves me, and that's all anybody should care about. So, anyway, when Orkin comes, we have to have the whole apartment cleaned up. They will spray all the closets. They will seal the cracks. They will do everything they got to do. We have to take the kitties out for 4 hours and us. You can't stay in there. And then we have to air the apartment out for an hour. And then I will go home and I will probably at that point take the bus to Bart, take the bus home, collapse in the bed. And I cannot be around that stuff because I'll start choking to death. So I did that once when I sprayed her place with bug spray and it just about killed me. So anyway, and the other problem with food stamps now, the pandemic extension extra money is gone now. As of, right foot alert, ow, pain in the right foot thanks to the evil Pfizer vaccine. So that might be why my balance is off too, because my feet could going numb and with stabbing pains. But I'm having ear drainage with earwax and fluid out of this here, and I think that's what's throwing my balance off. So anyway, we're going to do that in the next month. Then they got to come for 2 more months, and they said that should get rid of them. So, and then she can work toward. I told her, if you don't keep the place clean, I'm going to kill you. Not that I'm one to talk, Pilgrim, but I'm working on it. So I tore up a bunch of boxes yesterday and threw them out, and recycling and all that stuff. But after last night, it's a miracle I'm able to sit up. I don't know what I did, but I ain't doing no Watusi, I'll tell you that. If you're old enough to remember that. And I told the nurse, the nurse called me today from my doctor, and I said, the noise in my ears sounds like ee, or it sounds like Jimmy Olsen's signal watch, and that didn't register on her at all, which means, and Paul talked me up and he said, you're really digging out the chestnuts out of your brain, aren't you? Yeah, well, we old guys talking about Jimmy Olsen, but the young people don't know who the hell he was or is, so stop. Excuse me. None of your business. Quit trolling. Doesn't matter if my credit limit's gone. I'm paying the bills. So to hell with you. You're not paying the bills, so shut the hell up. You're harassing me. I love these guys. They don't pay the credit card bill. They don't make the payments. They have no idea what I'm doing, and that they make nasty comments about it. I went down to Capital One. I paid $35 in my card on Tuesday. If it doesn't pour rain, I'll go down and make another $35. I'm paying my card down to zero. I have two cards with $610 limits that are my cards. I have a $10 agreement because I had COVID. I'm going to give them $50 each. And then any card I may or may not use, which is none of your damn business, I'm going to make $50 payments. So shut the hell up. You come over here and you start having me cash to pay my credit cards, then you have a right to say something. Or Kathy's or anybody's. If you aren't making the payments, you have no right to make any comments. Stay the hell off my channel. Why do you care about credit cards anyway? If I were paying cash, I still have to pay for the things somehow. It's none of your damn business how it's paid for. So shut up and go away. Go harass somebody else, not me. I don't deserve it. I don't need it. I don't want it. And you're interrupting my chat. And I can't say what I want to say. FOAD. Now, to hell with you. And if I had that ability, you'd be sitting down in Hades in your own special private room. By the way, when I shake my head, something rattles inside my head. I don't know what that is either. So, yeah. I said to him, brothers and sisters, I said, a man deserves to go in the fires of degradation. I tell you, degradation. What he's done, the evil man, the evil troll, deserves to go to Hades. But in all eternity, needs to have Credit Suisse stock, Deutsche Bank stock, Silicon Valley bonds, needs to have all them debentures and convertible securities that are worthless and go through financial hell. Yes, brothers and sisters, all the plagues of Egypt will come upon him, those who come in and harass me in chat. I call upon the Lord to rain fire and brimstone upon the trolls. So, well, that was all that voice. I've been having trouble talking lately, and I am an official minister registered in the state of California. So if I ever do get the power, there's this shop in Baker, California, the alien jerky shop, and they have a He-Man there. I have the power. God help these trolls if I ever get real power. I'd turn them on to goldfish. Have them flop around the ground for about 5 minutes, and they'd shut up. Then I might not turn them back into I'd probably turn them into goldfish. Have a way to teleport them here and drop them in the creek. And then throw their clothes downstream, and then turn them back into people again. And that creek's been roaring like a rushing river. Not the Russian River, but rushing river, whitewaters, because we've had so much rain. Like the old sarcastic saying we used to say to each other, friends of mine and I, long departed friends, beat me, whip me, make me write bad checks. So, all the plagues of Egypt will be upon them. Locusts, plagues. Former Lehman Brothers executives that run the bank. Anything I can think of. By the way, we passed the time traveler who said yesterday we were going to be destroyed by aliens. That didn't happen. Aliens, I guess the good aliens saved us because the Earth was not destroyed through fire, brimstone, UFO lasers, or anything like that. I'm sure that the Examiner, the Globe, the Us, the People magazine will have a cover-to-cover story how we managed to avoid destruction by the evil aliens. That will come soon. And a special show on George Norrie, Coast to Coast. How the Earth was Saved by Aliens by Richard C. Hoagland, who founded in Sedona the secret to deflect the aliens from Earth and Mars and the Moon. So anyway, these people give a damn about what I do anyway. What's businesses that are there? Of course I'm a good alien, but if I had the power... Turn the trolls about that big and then say, "Oop, I'm sorry I stepped on you. Oh gosh, you're all squashed. I'm sorry, can I reconstitute? No, well, too bad." There is a video, The Crimes of Anthony Senda. My first name is Anthony. I hate it. And it's narrated supposedly by George Norrie, and it's terrible. Coming in October, which is my mother's birthday month. And it's on The Imposter, the guy from Pittsburgh. Don't watch that channel. He's a fraud. He pretends to be me, claims he lives in Missouri, claims he gets thousands of dollars in donations, has published videos of me and Kathy on there. I block some of them, but he's one of the first I go after. And I'm going to do something this year. I'm not going to say what, but I'm going to do several things to stop some of these trolls. I'm sick and tired of it. So, but yeah, I need my frickin' laser from Dr. Evil. I need a Dr. Evil frickin' laser. That's what I need. A frickin' laser in orbit, The guy from Pittsburgh frickin' laser. With the $1 million. $1 million. Excuse me. So, I'm frickin' tired of these people. Turn them on to mini trolls. Instead of mini-me, we'll have mini trolls. No, it's not in the theater. It's on this imposter channel. Look, I haven't done anything wrong since 1977, except for traffic tickets. But they're the life and crimes of Anthony Senda. They don't know my life other than what I've said online. And they make a bunch of crap up. And when I was at UFOCon after hours, we were talking. The subject came around to me, and I said, I would have my own radio show. I would be on Coast to Coast, the fill-in host, if the trolls hadn't attacked Premier Radio Networks. My videos would still be on Coast to Coast. So they attack me and make stuff because it draws attention and gets them views. It may make them money for all I know. I don't give a rat's ass. But I'm tired of it's destroying me. What the hell is this now? Hold on. Hello, I am doing the live video. How may I help you, please? I have to talk to you later. I'm on live. I have to talk to you later. Then I have to go feed the kitties. I'm still I still feel like an iceberg. I'm freezing. Bye. Love you. Okay, that was Kathy. Fill-in host, fill-in, what are those things by Pillsbury? Toaster strudels. Fill-in host with toaster strudel. That'd be my new name, my new handle, Toaster Strudel. Hi, this is Toaster Strudel, and tonight I have a sweet program for you. So that was Kathy. So, on her new phone. She's gone now. I didn't want to, I don't know what she wanted to say, but I don't want to put it out on the internet necessarily, and she tends to say certain things that shouldn't go over the air. So, but I'm a good person at heart. And they make a big deal. I got arrested in the 70s. I got probation. I made restitution. I had 3 police. They said a lot of lies, and 3 police departments said I could be bonded. Nobody cares I got arrested 50 years ago except the trolls. They're constantly doing character assassination, and they're still harassing Kathy. Except her landline no longer works, and the previous cell phone no longer works, and they've doxed me, they've doxed her, and they doxed other people online. One jerk doxed a friend of mine. His YouTube channel has been suspended, and I'm very happy. He was harassing the hell out of her. So anyway, and I love my girlfriend. We've been together since 1977. I met her after my beloved Julie died. And no, I didn't kill my girlfriend. She was trying to escape her abusive husband who tracked her down and killed her. She was 25. And Kathy has no issues with Julie, because Julie was a very sweet, who looked like Barbara Feldon, Agent 99 from Get Smart. Except Julie was bustier, so. Yeah, spoof. But, well, I was convicted of a felony, but I got probation, and when I went to court, they said we could seal the records, which they did, or they were supposed to. I've never looked. And then I got to go to an attorney. You can't go to the governor to get a pardon. You have to go to a judicial council and get them to give me get judicial thing, because I had several things going on. I was a very confused young kid who did things I shouldn't have done, mostly because people weren't paying me what they owed me, and I stole stuff and sold it to get the money they owed me. Instead, if I'd known about small claims court, I would have sued them. But we saw that worked with County Connection. I lost. So I have won in small claims court once, but against the former Grand Auto, which changed their name about 4 times now, I think. But in any event, I would never do that stuff today. And they make a big deal. Kathy got a restraining order because I moved in with her when I became homeless. I got a victim of remodeling. And years later, she got a victim of remodeling, and I helped her out. Pawned my coin, my silver, to help her move, and had it out. And then my mother died. I got it all out. Then she got evicted. I had to put it all back in again. That will all be taken out this year. And by the way, gold just got down $10 below 2,000. So, but they act as if the past, you're evil forever, and I'm not. I would not. If one of the trolls came by to accept my righteous anger and said, "George, I'm hungry. I'd get a can of soup. Here you go. Sit out there and have some soup." Because I didn't file it within 6 months under state law. You see, there's 2 standards of justice here. There's private party. If I'd been on if a bus had hit me driven by Acme Bus Company, I would have won. But because it's a state agency, government agency, you only have 6 months to file. I'm lying here and I was able to walk for months. I didn't go to court because I didn't know I had to go to court within 6 months, and that's why I lost my case. So I have talked in the past about my life, and they make stuff up. They said I killed my parents. I killed cats, and someone there at the convention said, "I know George, he would never hurt an animal. I'm the Zodiac Killer. I conned money out of hookers. It's the San Francisco police investigated me, and I'm a prime suspect." And it's all made up BS. Oh yeah, Kathy got robbed at Walmart one night of $500. I made that up. We tried to extort Walmart for the $500, which is total BS. It never stops. They have a whole program called Martinez Tonight, which is not me, and they make stuff up. And I got invited on one podcast. They said no trolls would call. And then an hour into the show, the chief troll, a guy named Shepis from the evil Belgab, called, and I said, bye. You promised no trolls. Yeah, I beat my parents. I killed my parents. I beat Kathy. I killed cats. I sit on them and kill them. I pimped out pregnant hookers. I stole money from hookers, which is ridiculous. I was a Zodiac killer, which is my all-time favorite. I was 16 when the Zodiac killer started his crime spree. I will say one thing. In Pacific Heights, not Pacific Heights, around Lake Street, I know the area, but I would have to look online on a site I found the exact spot because it's been a long time. I was walking down that street when he killed a cab driver. I was a block away. I was interviewed by police, but for some reason my name is not mentioned. I said, I saw the guy get out of the cab, but I couldn't sleep clearly because it was starting to be dark. So I saw the Zodiac killer. But they call this guy named Little Chris. He started this George Senda unauthorized fan page. He has Kathy being raped. He has me being raped. He has horrible stuff on there. And he said a year ago, George Senda be investigated because some believe he was the Zodiac killer. Well, it's a little hard to be the Zodiac killer when you're 16 going to high school in Las Vegas, have no car and don't know how to drive. How am I supposed to get from Las Vegas to Lake Berryessa, California, where his first crime started, if memory serves me right? And a friend of mine named Dean Dickinson, who was a life member of the Baker Street Irregulars, a mystery editor, mystery writer, did a chapter. I have his book in the bedroom, Great Crimes of San Francisco, with an entire chapter on the Zodiac killer. He and his wife Shirley were friends, and he knew I wasn't the Zodiac killer. So they make up 95% of this stuff about me just so they can get attention because they are despicable people. They ruin my reputation. I should have had 100,000 subscribers now and should have been making a lot of money on YouTube. It's not the money for me, it's to feed the kitties. You saw what I just bought for the kitties. I spent a lot of money on cat food because I love the kitties. But I don't do anything. I sit here and watch YouTube. I sleep when I can. I have certain physical issues that keep me up all night, mostly going to the bathroom, and then I can't get back to sleep. But, yeah. They even went after my dead mother in a video of my dead father. And it's horrible. So, my father came back from Korea and seen too much combat and had what they called back then shell shock. And he checked himself into a VA hospital, and they claimed my mother had sex with his doctor to get him out of the hospital, which is ridiculous. My dad was in the Army for 17 years. At one time, he was doing black marketing. He got court-martialed, and he got busted in rank, came back up. He was a master sergeant, so he did something stupid. But my parents have been dead for years. They're attacking my parents, for God's sakes. Now, my doctor said I don't need it for 3 years. It's not prostate exam, it's a colonoscopy. But I'm still going to have it before 3 years because they said 3 years I have precancerous growth, and that's got me concerned. And I'm having pain there, so I got to do that. But at first, I had to be able to get a hold of Kathy, and my doctor said, well, wait on it because you can't get a hold of it. Someone has to go with me because they won't let me go home because you had anesthetic. You can't go home by yourself. When I was 14, I fell because my mother had a marble table that was owned by Louis XV, Louis XVI, and the marble, it was a big oval table, and the marble was not secured. I picked up the Tiffany tea service. She had all this Tiffany silver, which had coffee and creamer and sugar and the whole coffee pot. and there was a fold in the rug I didn't see, and I tripped, the table went up, and the marble went flying, and as it hit my left leg, it broke all my toes. It tore the toe, this is very graphic, tore the toenails off halfway off all my toes, broke my leg in 8 places. I'm screaming in pain. They took me to Letterman Army Hospital. A doctor injected me, and I walked with crutches for 2 years. Got me out of PE, which I hated because I couldn't run fast, although I was a catcher in baseball and a center in football. But that was one of the worst pains I ever had, but I forgot the hell I was saying. But in any event, anesthetic is not good. I had sinus surgery years ago. Went to sleep, woke up by 11 o'clock starving. Was perfectly fine. Don't worry about anesthetic. It can be ridiculous. You can't walk to the bus. Take the bus home. So I got to take Lyft, Uber, or a cab down to Bart. After I get off of Bart, I'm going home. Kathy will go with me till she gets off and take the bus home. No, my leg hurts because now the left knee is hurting because it's fractured. And today both knees were giving me a lot of pain. The cartilage under my kneecaps is broken, and fluid forms under the kneecaps. The cartilage bangs on the bottom of the knee like this, and that's why I'm having screaming pain. So I need this knee replaced, and then after this knee replaced, and 4 months of recuperation. I don't know what the hell they'll do after that. It's physical therapy, which I think is useless. They didn't do anything about my rotator cuff that's torn 3 times now because of falls. Then they're going to replace the left knee. So I'll be the Bionic George. And then be sued for Universal by using the trademark word bionic. But in any event, that's why I'm getting the scooter, because it's hurting more and harder to walk. Well, I don't know how that works, and it's just easier to pay the $15 to live to go to Bart. I don't want to go all the way back in an ambulance. That can take hours. Remember, when I have this colonoscopy, by the time I get out of there, it's going to be 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's rush hour. I can go on the subway with Bart with Kathy, and she can sit with me till it's time for her to go home up to where she lives, and I can get off and take the bus and walk home and collapse in the bed and rest for an hour and go feed the kitties and go. So I'm tough. I mean, I survived COVID. I can survive anesthetic, for God's sake. Of course, by then, I may not survive my bad back, which is hurting. By then, I'll have my scooter. So what are they going to do if I drive my scooter? I guess Kathy will drive. I'll get on the handlebars. Kathy will drive the scooter down the street in San Francisco, and I'll hold on for dear life. So they will let me take a cab home. They said so, or cab down. I don't know. I'm not going to spend $200 for a cab fare or Lyft or Uber. I tried to change a credit card and Lyft to only do it. I got to call them. I got to get a hold of them somehow. So just inject me with that free. They gave me this last time I saw my surgeon. The nurse came in and sprayed me with this freezing cold stuff, and that hurt worse than my kneecap. It really hurt my knee. Then she injected me with this needle about the size of a horse needle, and I felt no pain. And then for about 4 days, my knee didn't hurt at all. So I'll consider something. I don't mind spending the money to take, because Kathy's got to go with me. What the hell is she going to do? So we'll go home. I'll go home. She'll go home. I'll give her $20 for cab fare. She wants to take the bus home. She always stops at Safeway on the way home anyway. Then she misses the bus. Her ice cream melts. Mount Vesuvius goes off, or Mount Rainier, Mount Whitney, one of the mountains. Magic Mountain, I don't know. Big Bear. Who knows? There's a lot of volcanoes in California, Washington, and Oregon. Any one of them might go off at any. Mount St. Helens, who knows? And they'll melt all the Haagen-Dazs in the West Coast. So she loves Haagen-Dazs. So anyway, but I wish these people would leave me the bleep alone. I'm sick and tired of it. I don't bother them. Why do they have to cause me problems? So And I'm paying down the my own credit cards. I'm paying on one of here's my Capital One bill. $295.23, minimum payment $25. I gave him $35, and next week I'll give him another $35. So I'm poor. I'm paying off credit card. I'm paying about $400 a month in credit payments, but they'll get paid off. Hello. Man lives on the beach here. Hello, George. Bye. Hello to everybody who I haven't said it already. But by the end of the year, most of them will be paid off, except for the big one, which is Country Door. I owe them about $500. So I bought a bunch of stuff, and I paid off Stoneberry. So, and I would have paid off Amazon, except my cat food didn't come, so I had to buy more cat food from Amazon, which is in the kitchen now. I'll do a video show. I'm trying to clean up the kitchen slowly. Somebody not named George spilled dry cat food all over the counter all over the floor the other night. I don't know who did that. Which cat? Where's Fluffy? Where did Fluffy go? Oh, he went out. Hold on. I forgot to let Fluffy in. Excuse me. I forgot Fluffy went out. Ugh. Ooh. I forgot all about Fluffy. Fluffy! 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 Mama, do you want more? You want more, Chevy, Mama? Fluffy! Yeah, Fluffy! Leave that kicking out. Come on, Fluffy. Okay. I'm sorry, I forgot about you. Not on purpose. I got involved with evil cat-hating trolls. All right, Mama Cat got a cup of little soup, so you got twice fed. Where kitten is, I don't know. All right, I gotta end this because I have to feed Tiny One and Gray, and then make my dinner, whatever the heck I'm gonna eat. I'll probably just say the hell with it and eat beef stew. Yeah, but is that the George Michael? Oh, God, I want to get started on work. Wee bowling, Amish, Mennonites. I don't know what else. I forget. I'm too tired. I'm in pain. I don't normally fall asleep waiting for the bus. I was sound asleep, my phone in my hand, playing my game. Honk, number 9, honk. And no, 16, honk. They know me. Yes, the weather report. Okay, I will. Hold on. Where do you want the weather from? That's another animal entirely. Is my phone working? I don't know. Spoof had the Harley Cat video today. That was cute. Kathy loves Harley Cat. She was very cute, which she is. I gave her first toys ever. All right, Weather Kitty says the weather is. I know Newport Beach is somewhere in Southern California. Don't ask me where they make the cigarettes. And this is wrong. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it's 47, 39 degrees tonight with mostly cloudy. And there's the kitty cat for Pittsburgh. A gray and white long-haired cat with a pair of glasses. I don't know where the cat needs glasses, but there he's got glasses there. So, or she. In Martinez tonight it's 65 today with 42, but they were saying 39. Except I think this is going to change too with a frost warning. 40 with frost warning with another kitty cat. There's a kitty cat in the frozen tundra. A little calico cat on the frozen tundra that is Martinez. No atmosphere wherever we're at. We're going to get 2 days of sun. And I don't know what else is on there. Oh, in Boston, well, that's really old. It hasn't changed for a while. I hope it's not that cold with Top Cat. Oh my God. Oh, there we go. 41, low 34, and clear. And let's see, what else is here? Pittsburgh, Martinez. I don't have more things here unless I've changed it. Las Vegas. There we go. We'll get back to Las Vegas. Get back. Las Vegas, which I follow. Does it follow me back? I don't know. Yawning kitty. No, kitten. Baby kitten. Baby orange kitten. Okay, fit 63 and 41 and cloudy. So that's your weather report. I don't have any farmers here. No farmers give me reports. Well, I went down to the South 40 and it was raining like you wouldn't believe. There was hailstones everywhere. And they was coming up from the ground even. They just popped straight up in the air, and when them hit Ma on the head, she went down like a sack of flour, I'll tell you that. Get her done. So, that was a joke, son, a joke. You don't understand a joke? Newport cigarettes, it was a joke. And that's another story about the Newport cigarette and the evil person that stole my iPad years ago when the wind here tore the screen door came off the wall. I was sleeping after doing a live video on terrorism. They came in and stole my iPad that was literally next to my head. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. By the way, I met someone the other day. I talked to him and they said, "Where are you from?" I said, "Where are you from?" And he said, "So and so." And I said, "Oakland." He said, "Oakland." And I said, "McGee Hospital, Pittsburgh Playhouse, Boulevard of the Allies." We were both in Pittsburgh. So I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, not Pittsburgh, California, Pittsburgh Landing, or the other place called Pittsburgh, the one, the only, the authentic, the original. They sued the Supreme Court to keep the H in the word Pittsburgh. Because the U.S. Government wanted to change all the cities to the same name. So we sued and won years ago, 1820 if I remember correctly. And that's why we have Pittsburgh with an H. And so what the hell is that with the H? But we haven't. Most people are not aware of that. Do you smolder cigarettes, sir? Do you leave them on your couch and then it sets fire and one day they have to call the fire department because you're set on fire on your smoldering couch? Thunder had heard a smoldering couch. Anyway, gotta have some fun, folks. Well, I'm gonna be going. I gotta feed them kitties. Home of Big Ben. Big Ben what? Oh, that Ben. See, Big Ben's in London. Ben Roethlisberger, the unpronounceable, the unspellable. And by the way, tonight's catchphrase is my usual catchphrase. Fire Mike Tomlin. Thank you very much. And I was watching a video about places that aren't around anymore, and one of them that may go under soon. There are a few left in the world. Bob's Big Boy. I used to eat at Bob's Big Boy as a kid. Bob's Big Boy hamburgers. So I'm from Pittsburgh. Let's put it this way. I think it's too early. Let me look it up. They had shootings there last year, and they may or may not open. I think they said they plan to open, but they got to put new security in, as opposed to the old security, which didn't stop what happened there. So I ain't sure about that. And next year we'll have the money to go back east to the homeland, the fatherland, the motherland. So, okay, no, not that. I don't want that. Hold on. Found out that Janet Lee trod the boards in the same place I'd trod the boards at the Pittsburgh Playhouse, now torn down by the evil college that bought the place. All right, I studied in the Young Actors School there. Not Playhouse, George, you dummy. Okay, Kennywood Park. You know, Kennywood's open, you're in trouble. Okay, Kennywood, West Mifflin. Yeah, I don't want to hear about that. Okay. DA threatens to take Kennywood to court over security measures. Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Kennywood is not safe. DePaula allows to block park's opening day unless security recommendations are made. This is brand new news. Threatens to keep Kennywood from opening. Scandalous, scandalous, I say. Threatens to block 124-year-old amusement park is not safe. According to DA, may not open on schedule. State representative responds to Allegheny County DA regarding Kennywood season opening day. Everybody in Pittsburgh waits for Kennywood to open. So there's your Kennywood right there with the coaster, the whatever, Thunderbolt. 125th year. It's owned by Spaniards now. How's my bracket? What's a bracket? I don't know what a bracket is. Bracket on your car holds a water pump or something. I don't know what a bracket is. So now I haven't had it. Look, my accomplishments haven't done me much good except I have a YouTube channel, so I'm not gonna toot my own horn. I remembered somebody else. The trolls always said you make stuff up about people you know, and I'd forgotten my mother used to have Claire Hoffman Giannini, the daughter of A.P. Giannini, the founder of Bank of America, over coffee. Because my mother nursed people for 50 years, frequently when they were on their last time on Earth. But Dillingham of Dillingham Construction, Ira Blue, the KGO talk show host, who at night would talk about UFO sightings in the 60s and 70s. And she said he was very cranky when he was sick and dying. And other people. So I've known Mayor Christopher, Mayor Moscone, unfortunately Diane Feinstein, who can't stand, and Harvey Milk and Quentin Kopp and Willie Brown and Frank Jordan, former police chief and mayor of San Francisco. My mother lived in San Francisco for 47 years. I lived there for 17, but I always went to San Francisco to visit my mother, my friend Glenn, my friend Maroney, and other people. College baseball bracket. I don't watch basketball. I don't do basketball. To me, basketball is a bunch. When they're in college, they're poor. Although they may be rich, they may get all kinds of stipends and free cars and stuff, and get to date the cheerleaders, but a bunch of guys run around in their underwear shooting them on the basket, and then they get a foul, and then they get a free throw, and everybody talks about the key, and I still haven't figured out what the hell the key. I used to listen to Kings games years ago when I lived in Sacramento, and they never did tell me what the hell. I kept looking on the court. I don't see a damn key. So don't watch. Not a big bass. There were two ABA teams in Pittsburgh, PA. Both of them went under. So except for Pitt and Carnegie Tech, Carnegie Mellon, and Duquesne, there's not a big basketball following in Pittsburgh. So we don't follow, or we didn't used to. I don't know about now. When I grew up, there was no. We followed the Steelers, the Pirates, the Penguins, and Pitt, and the local colleges, but no, not much in the way of basketball. Except I did follow one group, the Harlem Globetrotters, and the poor Washington Generals, who always lost. Kind of like the bad guys in wrestling who always lost. So I don't know what WNBS is. It must be some radio TV station. Yeah, well, I play Stratego or Battleship. I want skill and strategy. I don't play basketball. And by the way, we were in Ross, and they had a whole bunch of Easter Peep dolls and things and plushes, and I didn't like those things when I was a kid. Why would I want a creature from them? So, who had grass? And, oh, you mean that women's bat? Yeah, well, they released her, and she was dumb. You don't take drugs into another country and expect to not be put in the durance file. So. Yeah, I don't watch women's basketball. I don't watch. There was supposed to be a women's football league, but I don't know whatever became of that. that went over or died. So yeah, in my lifetime, probably not. But I was there at 1960. I was in the press box. I was 8. Reporters invited me in. I got to see Mazeroski hit his monumental home run that won the game against the hated Yankees. And that stadium only held about 50,000 people. Maybe it was wooden bleachers and all that. And there had been about 1 million people claimed that they were at the game. But no, it's not the plushies I didn't like. It was the Peeps. They had Peeps candy and a plush. And I didn't like those marshmallow thingies. They were weird. My parents kept buying them and I kept giving them to other people. I like plushes. I have all kinds of plushes running around here. I can't show you any right now, but they're here. They're behind me. So, anyway, I got to go feed these kitties, and I got to try to warm up. Maybe I'll set fire to myself. I'll get warm that way. I'm cold. I've been in here since God knows when. It's what time is it? I can't do it. I got to get going at 9 o'clock. Raccoons are out. So, yeah, well, that was Babe Ruth, but Mazeroski and Bill Verdon, the only guy in baseball at that time to wear glasses that I can remember. The immortal Roberto Clemente, Dick Grote, Danny Murtaugh, the manager. Back a bit, Smokey Burgess, the catcher. And I spent a lot of time at Ford Field with the kid because it was cheap. Man. They had chameleons in little boxes. You could buy a chameleon, it would change colors, and they were live. And then one day they stopped letting them sell chameleons. It was animal cruelty, but the chameleons are fine. But my beloved Bucks, let's go Bucks. And there's a great video, several, where they have this pirate ship, and this girl pirate comes on, and she lets go after the enemy, and they sink the ship of the hated Dodgers and other ships. It's great videos on YouTube. The pirates. Arr, there be buckos here, not those Tampa Bay Buccaneers, hear me bucko, but Pittsburgh Pirates, arr, me mateys. And they have an animation of Roberta Clemente and Honus Swagger, their statues coming to life. That used to be in front of Forbes Field. When I take over the world, we tear down the Pitt Law School and rebuild Forbes Field as a public park for people to play high school baseball. Jim Leyland and Sid Bream, yeah. Andy Van Slyke. Andy Van Slyke, one of the great tragedies. Whenever the Pirates get a good player, he gets to free agency and he's gone forever because it's a competing mark. It's competing. I gotta just know the phrase. What the hell is it? I can't remember. Competing market with Cleveland and Cincinnati, and they're a small market team, so they can never get enough money to keep somebody. So, and it's much like the poor Boston Red Sox, who, when the owner who was doing no net and paying showgirls apartments rents, sold Babe Ruth to New York Yankees, and Boston wasn't the same for about 100 years. So they finally won a World Series. I was happy for them. The Cleveland Indians finally won a World Series. I was happy for them. I'm always from the underdog. Underdog, ooh. So I like the Underdog movie. I wish they would have made a second one. That was fun. I enjoyed the Underdog movie. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. Ooh, Underdog. So, I have a checkered past. I have a checkered tablecloth around here somewhere. Underneath is my past. So, Underdog. Simon Bar Sinister. And Shoeshine Boy and Polly Purebred. I may got the name wrong. Mild-mannered Shoeshine Boy turns into Underdog. Yeah, Roberto Clemente died in a plane crash bringing hurricane relief to Puerto Rico, I believe, or Dominican Republic, I can't remember. And he crashed and died. Great tragedy. And some say his ghost haunted that stadium till they tore it down. Now, they wouldn't have been able to play in the same outfield, but I would have loved to have Mays, McCovey, and Clemente on the same team. Imagine the Giants and the Pirates, their roster combined. Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, Roberto Clemente, Juan Marichal. Oh my God. That was my. Stick the Giants and the Pirates in the same stadium. They probably would have kicked the Yankees and the Dodgers, but I hate the Dodgers too. I can't stand the Dodgers. And of course, the Philadelphia Phillies and anything from Philadelphia, including their crummy Vulcan rubberized cheesesteaks. So, when I was a kid, if you came from Pittsburgh, you hated anything from Philadelphia. The Sixers, the Phillies, the Eagles. So, I was catcher. I was playing. I got accepted for the Little League and was a catcher for a while, and in junior high school. Then I had my injury and walked on crutches for 2 years, and then went baseball and football. So that's not why my knees are bad. I fell on board and fractured them, but I broke all my toes on one leg and my foot, so I couldn't play baseball. When I was accepted for Little League in Maryland, the two scouts in the Washington Senators who were right across the D.C. line saw me and gave me their card, and then things happened. They said, when you get old enough, come see us, and we'll sign you to the Washington Senators. And then they moved to Minnesota and became the Twins, or Texas. I can't remember right now. I know the whole history in the back of my head. I went to Griffith Stadium a lot and watched the Senators play. So, yeah, I like Johnny Bench. But I was a good defensive catcher, but because I wore glasses, I took the mask off. The ball scared the hell out of me. It didn't scare me when I had the mask on all the equipment. I hit one home run in my career, and both sides, including the managers and some of the people in the stands, said, holy bleep, bleeping home run. I didn't know what to do. I'd never hit a home run before. I just stood there. They said, run the bases. Why? Are they going anywhere? Everybody laughed. Do I have to run them? Can't I just walk to the bases? They said, walk then. I walked around and I hit a home run. So I had a 200 average. I would have been Bob Euchre with glasses on. But I was a pretty good defensive catcher. I didn't do it very long, though. That's the problem. So I would have, if I had the money, I would have paid them to play Major League Baseball. The idea of me in a baseball uniform with Senators on it, or Twins, or whatever. And I could have met Willie Mays. I talked to Willie Mays and Willie McCovey at the park at Candlestick. But all them guys, my heroes growing up, they were like gods. You know? And people asked the other day, well, you'd have had a time machine. Go back to tell myself to buy real estate when I was 25, when I met, before I met Kathy. I go back and make sure that the Pirates signed Willie Mays and McCovey and, yeah, Bob Euchre, who was very funny on the Tonight Show. And I have his books. And Ron Luciano, the umpire, very funny stuff. Everybody's too sensitive. They took away the Chief Nakahuma. They took away the Brewers mascot. They took away the Redskins name. And they're talking about other teams taking away their. One team was told them basically, go to hell, we ain't changing the name. One of the football teams, I don't remember which one it was. But go back and get Apple stock at 15, I'd be rich. If my mother had died on the table and they wouldn't have revived her, I would have had all her money, and I would have bought 1,000 shares of Apple. And I'd be rich today. Even it went to $600 a share at one point. So Kathy thought of buying stock too, but she never made to talk to. There were times we weren't talking. We were Estranged. I always wonder about that word. It's got strange in it. Where'd the S part come from? Yes. So, the Chiefs. Well, the Chiefs have said they're not changing their name. Good for them. Screw all this woke crap. There was even an American, or Native American, excuse me, a political correct. I hate political correct crap. They were a Virginia tribe, and they were Redskins fans. We don't mind the Redskins at all. We're Redskins fans. To hell with you. So, yeah. Why don't they change the Braves name? Isn't that derogatory toward Native Americans? I'm surprised they haven't changed the phrase "land of the free and the home of the brave." They'll do that next. The woke crowd is trying to destroy American history. They removed Teddy Roosevelt's statue from outside the public library or somewhere, and that's horrible. What the hell did Teddy Roosevelt do to anybody in this day and age? He's long dead. Great president, great man. Practically founded a national park system, except for this John Muir working on it too. But these people can't leave history alone. The Fighting Irish, the hell with them. Newt Rockney, the Gipper, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. And I'm not even Irish or Catholic, and I like the Fighting Irish. I like Green Bay. I like the Bears. I love working man's teams. Somewhere in the back of my hand, I know the Notre Dame fight song, but don't ask me to sing it because I can't remember the lyrics. There you go. So, I got a lot of stuff in my brain I have to dredge out. I'm Irish and I'm a drunk. Well, everybody loves something sometime. I think I'll have another shot of booze. Except I don't drink much. Emotional support animal. Well, I have an emotional support animal. I keep him in the closet. He's mad as hell about it. No, I have two cats. They're emotional. Hail to the victors. That's USC, I believe. Don't quote me. Where John Wayne played. I have emotional support animals, but I need my kitty cats. I tried to lean on my other support animals. They kept falling over. Hey, there we go. I got the new your emotional support Bigfoot. Take that, your doctor. Or chupacabra. My emotional support chupacabra. Or shadow creature. I drink only for medicinal, as they said in Robin and the Seven Hoods. I drank it for medicinal purposes only. As Sammy Davis said, he was a surgeon. He drank it for medicinal. Or was it Dean Martin? I can't remember. One of my favorite movies where they sang Mr. Booze. Well, oh, it's knocked over there. Yeah, see, this is a bottle of Hennessy cognac. But I've drank that much. I put a capful in my tea when I can't sleep. But that's all I drink and all I've been drinking. They are registered with my doctor and a letter to my public housing. So yes, they are emotional. Fuzzy was one of my 3 emotional support animals. She's gone now. I miss her very much. Emotional support rock. I like it. The pet emotional. You could start a big business there. The pet emotional support rock. Think about it. Trademark that. They sold pet rocks at Macy's in the 70s. People were buying. They were a little cage, and and had a key. They were selling tons of those. They were one of the big fads of the 70s. The pet rock. Can't see, not in view. Wasn't in a frame. What? I'm right here. Where would I be? So, don't understand that. I can see me. I can see clearly now, but only one other bone in one eye because this eye is messed up. Something happened to it. All right, with that in mind, I've been on much too long. I've been on, wait a minute, what the hell? Oh, there we go, 1 hour and 30 minutes. I got to go feed the kitties. Have a great night. Stay safe, stay dry, stay warm. Oh, the bottle. Sorry. All right, there it is. There. See? All that's left. This stuff is not cheap. About $6. So, Mr. Booze. Mr. Booze, Mr. B-O-O-Z-E, that sure spells booze. Don't mess with Mr. Booze, don't mess with Mr. Booze. You know you'll lose when you mess with booze, oh yeah. So, and my friend Paul sent me a thing. They used to say that you drank glasses of wine, they would help you out. Then they finally had to drink like 5,000 bottles of wine to get any medicinal benefits from the stuff in wine. And they now tell you not to have 2 or 3 drinks a day. So sometimes people drive me to drink, but I can't find a liquor store because I got no car. So stay wet, so stay dry, stay safe, stay warm, stay out of puddles, stay out of ponds, don't touch the electric, don't whiz on the electric fence, and don't touch the down power lines when there's a storm. Have a great night, a great weekend. I'll be back tomorrow, maybe. It depends on how my back feels. And I got another video when I get back, the unboxing video for my channel. Remember, you can join the channel with no life insurance required, no Weeble, no special real estate courses, how to make no money with no money down. That's me. Meet George. And I will catch you next time. This is George Senda, the one, the only, the official, the authentic, the, who the hell am I? Original, the real, the one and only, each one Shirtloo, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night, people. Bye-bye for now. That's 30 for this edition. Beep, 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 beep. Bye-bye.